now for a little background on Donnie Fandango. Just know that he is one of the world's nicest guys. He is a guy who internalizes a lot. He's a guy who bottles his rage. Mm-hmm. But man, when his rage lets go, not only does he feel better, the world is actually a safer place because Donnie's one of these guys who's going to roll a grenade down the hallway one of these days.
I am not that guy.
You say you're not, but you know what? Timothy McVeigh, he always said that too.
Again, thank you for the comparison. Thank you.
Hitler said that too.
Oh, good.
What are you laughing at over there?
I was, the butt trumpet song that you just played?
Yeah.
Former members, Bianca Butthole.
I think she died.
Bianca Butthole?
Yeah. I think she killed herself or something. The lead singer of that band did kill herself.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, so Donnie.
Yeah.
Let's hear what's been going on just from the past 7 days, the stuff that's been kind of annoying Donnie. And it's the little things a lot of times.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say a majority of them are little things. I begin with sort of an open letter it sounds worse than it is. A bit of an open letter to the leadership of our St. Louis Blues. And this isn't anything that I'm pissed about just quite yet. But fellas, you're on the clock. Dave Checketts, John Davidson, Doug Armstrong, we've sat through your rebuilding. We've bought your tickets. We've filled your building. Now this is your biggest off-season ever. Ever. You guys have to deliver. No little move here or there to tweak the team. There needs to be things done to make us better for next year. Next year at this time, I want to be talking about not only being in the playoffs, but being able to advance in the playoffs, not just squeaking in. So, boys, it's time. When
what
the
did they
season
do
is
wrong
over,
this year?
What did they do wrong, man? I don't know that I at all have the answer. I mean, obviously, it seemed as though the defense took some spells off, some big lapses by some of those guys. It seems like they didn't have a big, gigantic finishing goal scorer that hindered them, and it seemed like sometimes Chris Mason would just not be the guy. But that's just me, and there's people, these guys know hockey way better than I could ever even imagine. I'm just saying that we have been through the rebuilding process. Now, boys, it's time for some W's. Here's something I don't understand. Older women, okay? And not even older women, like middle-aged women, even a little younger. Why are you wearing Pooh Bear sweatshirts? Why are you wearing sweatshirts with Eeyore and Tigger on them? Like, have you just completely and totally given up? Like, are you just mom jeans and white kids, like, for the rest of your life? I have these cousins, and I love them so much, man. They're such nice ladies, but they make themselves look like they're 70 before their time.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand what is it about Eeyore and Tigger. Why? And I don't know why it is that bothers me, but it really does. I saw a lady in Walgreens yesterday with this big Tigger hoodie. I'm like, man, you probably had to pay $50 for that stupid thing. Okay, listen.
Do they have kids?
Not with them, no. And this was like...
Not like your cousins, your family members and stuff?
Yeah.
That's why, because what happens with these women, they start hanging around the kids so much, they have so little adult interaction, they start reverting, I think, and they start thinking that stuff's cool and fun, and like, look at me, we have the same shirt.
Okay, but dude,
we're the same shirt. Look,
guys,
Bobby and Timmy, the same shirt.
But I'm with my kids a lot. I mean, Mary and I work the opposite schedule, and I'm not wearing a Wow Wow Wubsy shirt. You don't see me with the Yo Gabba Gabba t-shirt going on, man. I'm not wearing anything Dora the Explorer. All right, here's another thing.
Right.
If you are the guy at your work that tells the same joke over and over and over and over again, don't be that guy. If you tell a joke 10 times and you get a laugh out of it, cut it. Go. Be done. You don't have to be the guy saying the same thing over and over and letting us predict what the joke is going to be, because all we're going to give you is an eye roll, and it's really just going to irritate us, and we're going to talk bad about you once you walk out the door. So
you need to take a page from the book of Costanza.
That's right.
Remember how
leave them laughing.
Leave on the high note. Leave on the high note.
Leave them laughing.
Yeah, which is not the same joke over and over.
And I'm out.
I just want to throw this out there. This doesn't really have anything to do with anything, but Kathy Lee Gifford can kiss my ass. I just hate her.
Oh, yeah, every day he walks in the studio, because the Today Show, we have it on Channel 5 every morning, watching the news. And by the time Donnie gets here, the Today Show's on. It's that 9 a.m. Today Show, which is that Hoda chick and
Kathy
Lee Gifford.
Oh, my.
And Donnie gets so... Kathy Lee to Donnie is what Tim Izell on Fox is to me, which is why we're not allowed to watch Fox in here anymore.
Yes.
Causes you severe agita
I
and
mean,
rage.
I can't take it, all right?
Yeah.
So here's all right, so I got two things here. All right. I like being the nice guy at work, man. I mean, I really do. All right. But when I'm in here for 4 hours, it does take a touch bit of concentration to do what we do. It's not a hard job. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I mean, I flunked out of college, for God's sakes. But I do need a little bit of concentration. And when I've got people coming in here when they're on their phone, no, hi, I'm on my phone. Never mind that you're in an on-air studio, for God's sakes. I'm just going to finish up my phone call while I'm here in the studio. Don't be that guy. I had somebody that works in this building the other day, 8 seconds before I was going to open the mic, come in, on the phone with somebody, what's this Blink-182 song that goes da-da-da-da-da-da-da? Oh, you're going to do a break. I'll wait. Oh, you will? You're gonna wait because I don't want to bother you. Leave me alone, man. I'm only here for 4 hours. If you got something important that has to do with the show, come on in. If you're just here to mess around, go. This is a big building. You don't need to be sitting right here to do whatever it is that you do. The only person that needs to work in here is us and not you. Again, we don't do a hard job. It's so easy. But just please do me the favor and just stay away when I'm on the air. And I'll tell you who one of the biggest offenders is, and my very good friend Tony. Like, I love that dude so much, but all of a sudden, like, when I'm in here, it's a damn clubhouse. Like, we're just gonna...
Patrico?
No, not Patrico. My buddy Tony Colombo that works for the talk station. You know, and it's like, come on, man. I want to talk, but we got phone time after work, man. All right, and here's my last one, and this one really pissed me off. All right, so last weekend, I'm at the house with the kids. Mary's there, and it was Saturday. And man, like, it was one of those days where, like, I started asking when we're going to eat dinner at, like, 4 o'clock, and by 6 o'clock, we still didn't have dinner, and I was going to eat one of the kids, man. I mean, I was starving. So Mary finally gets tired of me bitching, I guess, and it's like, just go and get some Chinese food. You and Ben go and get some Chinese food and bring it back, all right? So, cool. We go, we get this Chinese food. It smells so good coming out of the bag, or I could eat my way into the Chinese food, all right? So when we get back, a couple of Mary's friends of the family pop by for a surprise visit.
Oh, God.
First of all, they're cougars out on the town, and they're painted up like Indian warriors, man. It was disturbing.
Like they used a
even
roller
see.
to get on there.
That's right, man. So
makeup.
first thing they do when we sit down to eat, all right, we have a Simpsons a couple Simpsons on the DVR. Well, one of them starts busting my balls for letting Benjamin watch The Simpsons. Okay, which I don't know this person well enough for her to be critiquing my parenting skills. And are there things and times on The Simpsons where there are things that the kids shouldn't see? You're right. That's why I watch it on DVR, so I skip past the stuff they don't see because I've seen most of them, for one. And two, you don't just go into somebody's house and start criticizing how they're raising their kids unless, you know, maybe they're doing something which could potentially be dangerous. But I think my 9.5-year-old is doing okay watching The Simpsons. So then that wasn't enough, all right? So I'm trying to feed Ava, okay? Chinese food in and of itself, which is tough. I'm trying to eat. Benjamin is eating, so I'm getting him together. And then the other one starts trying to get me out on that spot to listen to a CD from her hairdresser's band. You serious? You're coming into my house on a Saturday and it's your hairdresser's band? Here's what you do. You send it to the radio station. Rizzuto, do I listen to everything that comes in this building?
You do.
Everything that comes in this
you
building.
do.
I would be more than happy to do it when I'm at work, not at home trying to eat Chinese food with my kids. Ah!
He's gonna have a goddamn heart attack.
Dude,
Look at him.
leave me alone with The Simpsons. Don't bring your hairdresser's band over on a Saturday. When I'm at home, when I am in South County, when I'm with the family, man, I don't want to listen to that terrible, terrible, terrible band, which they were absolutely terrible. So leave me alone. Don't tell the same bad joke over and over again because I get really flippin' tired of it.
Donnie Fandango!
Donnie!
This is Donnie's Week in Rage, everybody. How you feeling, Donnie?
I'm still mad.